Next time you see a train, here's a strange question. How does something that weighs thousands of tons move smoothly on two thin steel rails without constantly falling off? There's no steering wheel, no driver adjusting direction every second, no rubber tires gripping the road. Yet trains stay perfectly balanced, even at high speeds, even on curves, even over long distances. So what's the secret? It's not the tracks, it's the shape of the wheels. Because train wheels aren't flat, they're slightly cone-shaped. And that tiny detail is doing way more work than you think. Once you see how it works, you'll never look at trains the same way again. Most people imagine train wheels like car tires, flat, straight, simple. That feels logical, right? Flat wheels on flat rails should stay centered. But here's the problem. If train wheels were perfectly flat, trains would constantly drift sideways. Even a tiny push, wind, curve, vibration, would slowly push the train toward one side. So engineers needed a way for trains to center themselves, correct mistakes automatically, without electronics or steering. And they found the solution in geometry.
Train wheels are not flat cylinders. Each wheel is shaped like a very gentle cone, wider on one side, narrower on the other. It's subtle. You probably wouldn't notice it unless you looked closely, but this shape creates a powerful effect. Here's the key idea. When the train moves sideways, the cone shape changes how fast each wheel rolls, and that difference automatically pulls the train back to the center. No computers, no sensors, just physics. Let's explain this the easy way. Imagine two wheels connected by an axle. Now imagine the train drifts slightly to the right. What happens? The right wheel touches the rail on a wider part of the cone. The left wheel touches the rail on a narrower part. That means the right wheel travels a longer distance per rotation. The left wheel travels a shorter distance, so the train naturally turns left, back toward the center. If it drifts the other way, the opposite happens. The wheels self-correct. The train recenters itself automatically. That's the genius. Now, here's a question that should stop you for a second. Why don't trains just use steering like cars? Because steering something this heavy would wear out fast, would be unreliable, would be dangerous at high speed. The cone-shaped wheel system has no moving parts, rarely fails, works continuously, works even if no one is controlling it. It's one of the most passive but powerful designs in engineering. The train doesn't fight imbalance, it uses it. This cone shape also helps on curves. When a train enters a curve, the outer wheel naturally rolls on a wider part. The inner wheel rolls on a narrower part. That allows the train to turn smoothly without slipping or grinding. This is why trains can take long curves smoothly, stay stable at high speeds, and don't need rubber tires for grip. The shape does the work. A tiny angle in the wheel controls massive forces. When train wheels wear down over time, they slowly lose that cone shape, and when that happens, trains become less stable. Wheels grind against rails. Maintenance becomes critical. That's why railways regularly measure wheel profiles, reshape wheels, and replace worn components, because that small cone shape is protecting everything.